suck!
You know what? They're not here for you. They're here for me. This is my Super Bowl. You better watch it.
Gets to take a deep shot. Looking for Beckham. Intercepted again.
Unnecessary groping of the ass. Sus activity detected. Foul. 40 yards back. Just nasty. You do not need to do that.
You suck!
You know what? Give the other team a basket. Touchdown. Say something else. Say something else. Okay. For all my football fanatics out there, this one's for you. You spend the whole year waiting patiently, cheering on your team, checking the stats, praying and dreaming that your team, your favorite team, makes it to the Super Bowl. And unfortunately, I have news for you. It's all fake. It's all a lie. It's rigged. The Super Bowl is a part of a giant agenda.
Huh?
I think. But let me explain. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel, Bilo TV. I'm Bilo and this is my channel. And today we are going to find out the truth. Now, there has been some speculations surfacing the internet. It's so many coincidences that has been going on and people have started to recognize them. Something about the number 13, something about last time it was election year, the same teams were playing. But yeah, it's so many coincidences that's causing people to speculate. Is the NFL actually fair game or is it rigged? Now, I haven't kept up with all the games, so I cannot determine whether or not the teams that are in the Super Bowl do or do not deserve to be there. Mind you, although we are going to look into whether or not they fix games, I highly doubt that these athletes are actors. You can't really act like a superstar athlete. You just gotta be one. So I honestly, in my opinion, I know that these athletes work really hard to get to where they are. They put their heart and soul into it. But when there's other things in play, other things that is out of the control of the athletes, that is something that can cause speculation. Now, these refs, where do I begin? The last game to determine who goes to the Super Bowl was the Chiefs versus the Ravens. Before this game, there was already speculations that there's a conspiracy that the NFL knows who's going to make it to the finals based off of the colors that comes out in the Super Bowl logo. A lot of people were expecting the conspiracy to come true and the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl, but a lot of people found that some foul play was happening and not on the players' end. So let's dig a little deeper, okay? I don't know if you guys know about the famous Miss Taylor Swift. And I know what you're thinking. What does Taylor Swift and her Album of the Year Grammy that she didn't really deserve have to do with this? I know. And it gets deep. So let's get into it. Mr. Travis Kielce, her boyfriend, or fiance, or boyfriend. Yes, it seems like a perfect love story. It's a love story, baby. It could be something deeper.
Conspiracy theories around Taylor Swift rigging the Super Bowl are swirling. Let me explain. It seems to have started earlier in January with Fox News talking head Jesse Waters floating the idea that the pop star is a government psyop on his show.
Well, around 4 years ago, the Pentagon's Psychological Operations Unit floated turning Taylor Swift into an asset during a NATO meeting.
He then played a clip from this 2019 International Conference on Cyber Conflict to back up his claim.
So I include Taylor Swift in here because she's a fairly influential online person. I don't know if you've heard of her.
However, the woman in the clip shown indeed does not work for the Pentagon, as Fox's Waters said. She was a researcher at Johns Hopkins at the time, and was giving a presentation about how influential people can combat misinformation online. Days after he made the allegation, a Pentagon spokesperson denied the claim, using Taylor Swift lyrics to respond saying, quote, "As for this conspiracy, we're going to shake it off." Swift endorsed Biden in 2020 and urged her followers to register to vote. This is also being used by many online to inform their conspiracy theories about Taylor Swift. They see her relationship with Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kielce and the media focus on their relationship as reason to believe she's being used as a psyop to rig the Super Bowl and influence Americans to vote for Joe Biden this November. Then this past Monday, former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy wrote on X, quote, "I wonder who's going to win the Super Bowl next month. And I wonder if there's a major presidential endorsement coming from an artificially culturally propped up couple this fall."
It could be something very deeper. Taylor Swift has a huge and loyal cult-like following. The Swifties are more likely to follow her lead when it comes to, well, damn near anything. But specifically, this study was based off of following her choice in our presidential candidacy. So as we connect the dots, Taylor Swift's catalog belongs to Soros. Soros endorses Biden. So inevitably, we're probably going to see Taylor become very political. Now, this is why this is important. Why would they need Taylor Swift fans? Boom. Here comes Mr. 87 becoming a mega superstar because of his mega superstar girlfriend. I'm not trying to discredit him. He deserves his success. However, they could all just be some puppets in a string pulling theatrical display, and actually not theatrical, commercial display. So the Super Bowl is the most popular program in all of US history every year. They have the most views. They literally have America in a chokehold. Now, not the Super Bowl alone, but what else does everybody live for during the Super Bowl? The commercials. All the major businesses, they save their major marketing coins for a chance to have a commercial during the Super Bowl. And that's a fact. So since 2022, a 30-second Super Bowl commercial costs about $7 million. Imagine that. They're paying that, and they're obviously trying to take advantage of the #1 viewed program in America of the year. So, being that it is election year, what do you think they're worried about? You think they're worried about people buying more Doritos more? Are they worried about Bud Lights and Coca-Cola versus Pepsi? No, the focus is the election. So, who's connected to presidential elections? So, what do you think will happen during the Super Bowl? Do you think that they're going to take a chance, an opportunity to advertise who should be president? If Biden's campaign was going to use their resources, which is Mr. Soros, who owns Mrs. Swift, basically, I think they would use it right then and there during the Super Bowl. So let's go to the next conclusion. Did they plan specifically for the Chiefs to be at the Super Bowl just so they can endorse the presidential candidate, Mr. Biden? This is very possible. Now, I don't have an exact way to prove it, but this sounds very, very possible and realistic. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think? So now that we kind of understand why they would fix the games to make sure Mrs. Swift's boyfriend's team ends up at the Super Bowl, let's talk about all the weird correlations. What's up with the number 13? Let's look at this.
13, Taylor's lucky number, which bodes very well for the Chiefs.
Super Bowl 58, 5 plus 8 is 13. February 11th, 2-11, it's 13. Versus the 49ers, 4-9.
Oh my God!
13. 1 seed versus 3 seed, 13.
Oh my God!
Brock Purdy's jersey
Anyone's
number.
putting money on the Niners at this point?
Yeah.
You're fighting God. You're fighting God herself.
Wow. That's kind of weird.
The elite.
The elite. They always have a way with numbers. Or they have a way of organizing their agendas with numbers, I should say. That's just something that makes you go, you know, makes me go, Now I'm seeing a lot of people talk about how it's rigged, the Chiefs are gonna win for sure, I got money on the Chiefs, blah, 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 blah. It's all fixed anyways. Now I can't 100,000% guarantee that the Chiefs will win because we have to be logical, okay? Both the NFL and NBA have circumvented state and federal gaming commissions to avoid any liability.
Huh?
The NFL and the NBA, by law, can fix games. They're an entertainment business, just like pro wrestling. And unlike pro wrestling, when everybody started seeing how fake it was, they started falling back. Now, they don't want people to fall back. They don't want every game to feel so fake and fixed. They're going to be picky and choosy of when they're going to, you know, finesse. Now, what this means is they're allowed to cheat. They're allowed to cheat. None of the players can sue. None of the players can complain. They're allowed to cheat. So is it really cheating? I don't know. I don't care. But anyways, the question is, so does this mean the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl? This is the question we all want to know. Are the Chiefs going to win? Well, with what we just went over just now, I can honestly say I would not conclude that they can win. Because like I said, although they are allowed to cheat, they don't want to go out like the WWE. Everybody knows it's fake. You know, they still have their fans, but most of the people just started wanting to rather see their favorite wrestlers actually acting for real in movies instead of acting in wrestling. And they don't want that to happen to the NFL and the NBA. You know, they don't. And I do think people have been realizing it also. That's why some people just have favorite players instead of being fans of certain teams, you know. I have my favorite player. I'm just kidding. I would honestly say just because they probably 100% likely rigged the game prior to the Super Bowl to determine who's going to the Super Bowl, I would not 100% conclude that that means that they are going to rig the actual Super Bowl. Because like the most people are watching, so if they do something too obvious, come on now, they can't do that. They can't, otherwise they're just gonna be denying it and be, you know, looking like Michael Jackson, like, oh, come on, no, don't do that, don't, you're accusing me of cheating, no, don't do that, oh, come on, no. So I think they're gonna keep it pretty fair during the Super Bowl. I honestly think they will. I honestly do. Do I think it was rigged in order to bring them to the Super Bowl? After watching those clips, I almost was like convinced, but I need something a little more. I need proof of an athlete themselves confessing to being told to throw a game. I need that proof. I need it, or a referee or something. I need a legit source.
How the NFL is rigged, and how every year he used to get a script.
What's that?
Day one of training camp that would get dropped off at his locker, and you would have to, you know, it was like week 1 you'll do this, week 2 you're gonna have a hamstring injury, week 3 this is gonna happen, week 4 you're gonna get 3 touchdowns, and so then you just have to. Did you memorize those before the season started? Or would you go and rehearse the script before every game?
We're really dedicated to it, so it was more so like.
Now, you know, every conversation is that the NFL rigged this to get Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. What do you say, Jeffrey?
Absolutely, it was rigged. I mean, come on.
You even say they're going to clip that right there.
yeah.
They're going to clip that. Adam Schefter, look, because your name tag's even right underneath it. Adam Schefter, ESPN senior NFL insider. Oh, they definitely rigged it, but nonetheless.
It was rigged. It was rigged. It had nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. It had nothing to do with Travis Kielce. It had nothing to do with Andy Reid. Nothing to do with the way that this champion has played. It had everything to do with the NFL scriptwriters and them wanting to make sure that they got Taylor Swift back from her concert in Tokyo to be in the stadium in Las Vegas in time for the Super Bowl because the ratings weren't going to be high enough. So they wanted to make sure they're even higher for the Super Bowl. And they wanted to bring just a little extra juice to a game that, frankly, was just a flat matchup. So, yes, it worked out very well. And the NFL was able to manage to rig the game. And now Taylor Swift will be there. It's great.
Seems pretty legit to me. Then this kind of concludes my theory that yes, the teams chosen to be at the Super Bowl is fixed and rigged entirely. However, can I conclude that the Chiefs will win? No. I cannot. I will not say that. If you have money on the game, I'm not going to jinx it. I don't know who you voted for. Good luck. I don't know. Good luck. I don't know who's going to win. They might cheat a little, but I don't really think they're going to fix it too much. Actually, they might. But if the Chiefs win, everybody wants that moment of, what, you just won the Super Bowl, what are you gonna do? Imagine Travis Kielce kisses Taylor Swift. Mwah! We're gonna go get our vaccines, then go to Disney World and vote for President Biden. Yeah! And then boom, end scene and cut. The world's a stage. But yeah. Who knows? This might be exactly how it plays out. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But I do know that everything is not what it seems. And especially stuff that's on TV. Television. They want to tell a vision. So, yeah. Happy Super Bowl, everybody. Have fun. I cannot wait to see what crazy, funny commercials come on because that be my favorite part. Actually, I lied. I'm only here for Usher.
These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way.
I'm watching the game. I don't care if they win or lose. I hope that if you have money on a certain team, I hope you win some money, okay? There is a very possibility that they might have a fair play game and that the rigging was only just to get Taylor Swift to the game. Oh yeah, and I mean Travis Kielce to the game so that Taylor Swift can come. I don't know, you guys. Let's go. Let's go, Super Bowl. Woo! It's not about the players. It's about this motherfucker. So let's keep an eye on these refs. And like, yeah, like if anybody has any like dirt on these refs and they're like secret CIA agents or whatever, you know, that could be very possible. Okay, I'm getting carried away. But yeah, happy Super Bowl, you guys. I hope you guys win some money. I hope you guys have a blast with your family and friends. This is like an American holiday. And yeah, bye. Happy Super Bowl. Bye.
I'm gonna tell it and I'm gonna tell it. Damn near cry when I got the phone call. I don't know what to do.